Hello, Hal. In our last class, we gone with what computer software, as well as what programming languages. Later, we gone with instruction and many other concepts. Okay. In this class, we need to go with classification of programming languages. How the programming languages are get classified, on which basis they are going to be classified. See, programming languages are classified into three types. One is machine level, next one is assembly level, third one is high level languages. Okay, so some board work is needed to understand what exactly these classification mean. Better we need to go and do with that board work. See, the one aspect of human being is the one attribute or property we may call what with respect to different words. We all what looking for some easy kind of stuff, making the things easy. See, same thing is applicable with respect to classification of programming languages. Earlier, machine we need to write a some program. We need to write a program. Okay. For this purpose, we are using machine level programming language. Machine level programming language. What it mean? See, the language which is easily understood by computer. Such languages we are going to call it as machine level languages. Machine level languages. So, what actually we are using while writing machine level language, we are using binary digits. Binary digits. Binary digits, that is nothing but 0 and 1. Actually, we are not using only 0 and 1. We are using sequence of zeros and ones. Sequence of zeros and ones, like 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 0, like this sequence. So, as we all know, computer understands only binary digits. When we are using machine level programming language, we used to write program by using zeros and ones. That's why there is no translation is needed, because computer directly understand what we are writing. This is what machine level programming language. Later, for some time, machine level language is handy for computer, very easy for computer, because it knows what exactly zeros and ones. But for human beings, it feels something what difficult, because it is quite difficult for human beings to remember, to process, and to operate with only what the sequence of zeros and ones. So later there is a new language that is also used to write programs, but it is easy to understand by humans. So such language we are going to call it as assembly level language. Assembly level language. This assembly level language uses commands which is in the form of something like add a comma b. So commands, this is what command, this is what variables. These kind of commands is used in assembly level languages. Somewhat it is easy for human beings, but it is again difficult here for computer, because computer only understand zeros and ones. For this purpose, there is a need of translator. There is a need of translator which accepts assembly level language as input and gives machine level language as output. This translator, we are going to call it as assembler. We are going to call this translator as assembler. Okay. So, this is what regarding assembly level language. Later, we human beings again feel difficulty in what? Learning and practicing assembly level language. So, what happened? There is a scenario called high level language. High level language, which consists of English like statements. English like statements. Okay. So it is very easy. So it is very easy to understand by humans. Okay. Again, it is difficult to understand by computers irrespective of translation. Here also we are writing same programs by using high level language. So there is a need of translation here. That's why we are using translators, which takes high level language as input and gives machine level language as output. Here translators called compilers and interpreters are used to translate from high level language to machine level language. One point we need to know, whatever we are going to use in our end, either assembly or high level, but in machine end we need to use machine level only. Got it? This is what the difference. Okay, this is how we are going to classify machine level languages, assembly level languages and high level languages. So today we are learning many high level languages, that is which starts from C, C++, Java, then Ruby, Python, Kotlin, followed by G, Lang, then followed by C#. These are what many high level languages. The application programmers, application nothing but software application programmers, they are going to use high level languages. Got it? By using high level languages, they are capable of what? Writing application, that is nothing but working piece of code. Okay. So the assembly level languages. Assembly level languages usually used in embedded systems. Machine level languages, they also used in many system related applications, system softwares we may call. Okay, this is how the classification is made. Here, which one is easy for computer? Machine level, and it is fast because there is no translation is required here. But when compared to assembly level and high level, these languages are bit slow because of the translation is happening. So time spent on translation also. Got it? So we need to know translators, assemblers, compilers and interpreters. Getting? I hope you all know what the concepts regarding classification of programming languages. So what I will do, I will stop this class now.